Renowned polo player Nacho Figueras has ignited a firestorm with his recent allegations of a covert connection between the British royal family and the world of polo, specifically implicating Prince Harry. These claims, shared just as Netflix prepares to release a documentary about the sport, have sent shockwaves through royal circles, the polo community, and the streaming giant itself. The revelations are fueling speculation, evoking anger from some quarters, and raising critical questions about the implications for all parties involved. A secret history exposed. Figaros, celebrated for his achievements in polo and outspoken nature, alleges that the British royal family's historic ties to the sport extend far deeper than publicly acknowledged. According to Figaros, Prince Harry's association with polo is part of a broader, shadowy legacy, with implications suggesting that the sport served as a vehicle for both social influence and covert activity within the aristocracy. These claims are particularly inflammatory, given the royal family's well-known efforts to protect its image. Figaros has hinted at undisclosed incidents that could paint a less than flattering picture of how the sport was historically used as a tool to fortify royal alliances and power structures. Such accusations, if substantiated, could force a reckoning within both the polo community and the royal establishment. The Netflix fallout. The timing of Figaros' revelations is no coincidence. Netflix's highly anticipated documentary about polo, aimed at introducing the sport to a global audience, has now become a lightning rod for controversy. Figaros, who features prominently in the documentary, risks overshadowing its intended narrative with his bombshell statements. Netflix is now faced with a difficult decision. Should the platform distance itself from Figaros to salvage the documentary's credibility, or lean into the controversy to drive viewership? Both options carry significant risks. Ignoring the allegations may damage the platform's reputation for authenticity, while amplifying them could alienate traditional polo enthusiasts and members of the British public loyal to the monarchy. Legal and cultural ramifications. The British royal family has historically been protective of its reputation, often using legal avenues to counter perceived threats. Figaros' comments, which he has refused to retract, could prompt legal action if the claims are seen as defamatory or harmful to the monarchy's public image. This raises the stakes significantly for Netflix and for Figaros himself. At the heart of the controversy lies a deep cultural divide. Polo, traditionally seen as a pastime of the British aristocracy, has been steadily gaining popularity in the United States and other parts of the world. Figaros' allegations underscore the tension between the sport's historical elitism and its efforts to appeal to a broader audience. If the Netflix documentary is perceived as either too sympathetic to the British royals or excessively critical, it risks alienating key demographics on both sides of the Atlantic. Divided reactions in the polo community. Figaros' bold claims have elicited mixed reactions from his peers. Some players and enthusiasts have applauded him for his willingness to speak out, arguing that exposing the sport's hidden history could lead to greater transparency and modernization. Others, however, have accused him of betraying polo's traditions and damaging its reputation. The backlash has extended beyond the sport itself. British tabloids have seized upon the story, with some commentators labeling Figaros as a provocateur seeking to bolster his personal fame. Meanwhile, American media outlets have been more sympathetic, framing him as a whistleblower unafraid to challenge entrenched power dynamics. Netflix's tightrope walk. Netflix is acutely aware of the precarious situation it now faces. Incorporating Figaros' allegations into the documentary could generate immense public interest but risks alienating key stakeholders, including the royal family. On the other hand, editing out Figaros or downplaying the controversy might be seen as an attempt to sanitize the narrative, potentially undermining the platform's reputation for fearless storytelling. As the release date approaches, all eyes are on Netflix's response. Will the streaming giant use the controversy to its advantage, or will it seek a more cautious path? A pattern of provocation? This is not the first time Figaros has courted controversy. The polo star has a history of making bold statements, including accusations of doping scandals within the sport. His penchant for dramatic revelations has earned him both admirers and detractors, with some questioning his motives and credibility. Figaros' latest allegations, however, strike a deeper chord, as they touch on the intersection of sports, culture, and power. Whether his claims are ultimately substantiated or dismissed, they have already sparked a broader conversation about the legacy of polo and its role in modern society. The road ahead, as the royal family evaluates its response and Netflix navigates its public relations minefield, Figaro's claims have thrust polo into an unprecedented spotlight. The controversy raises urgent questions. What is the true extent of the royal family's involvement in the sport? Can polo shed its elitist image and thrive in a globalized, democratized world? And most critically, how will this storm affect the reputations of Prince Harry, Nacho Figueras, and Netflix itself? The fallout from this saga will likely reverberate far beyond the sport of polo, touching on broader issues of privilege, legacy, and the power of storytelling. With so much at stake, the next moves by all parties involved will be closely scrutinized.